Definitely. Especially since I got the first edition copy, and now everyone gets to read the final draft of this, and it's just even more information than what I was able to get off the first
Much
one.
like all of my publications, because I'm counterculture and underground, and they all hit. They get publicity. All of them sell for high amounts of money. Like all of my old books go from like $3,000 to $1,000. That book that you have there, I put it out because I know it'll be a collectible. That'll be a high end collectible because there's only so many out there.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's not the mass published one. That's from me to you with typos, with how it does. The new one's not laid out that way. It doesn't have color pages. It's a different. It's a better read. But that's from my heart. That was like artists. Like I was working with Claudia Berdella and Baffy Myers from Infernal Church, and these are they were taught. They did an interview with me when they were 16, and so I'm working with them at 16, 17. It was great. It was like really cool because I didn't realize they were that young until someone started giving me grief for talking to 16-year-olds, and I was like, yeah, I don't. Why would I be upset? Why am I going to be afraid of that? I'm not talking to them about anything weird. And they're asking really, they're really smart young adults. They're super smart, and so, and especially Claudia. I was like, Claudia, everything. Excuse me, they had known. They were coming at me with things. I'm like, where do you get that from? She goes, oh, they would say, I'm getting that from your old radio show or this. So Claudia had remembered more about my history than I did. And so I was just blown away. So I'm like, hey, Claudia, would you help me do this book? Because you're like a file cabinet for my work. And they say, yeah. And so Claudia's been I'm grateful to Claudia and David or Baffy Myers from the Infernal Church. I'm grateful to both of them.
Wow, that's a whole new chapter that I didn't really notice. I read their names when I read the book, but this is like the first I'm hearing about their input and how they were influential in the first one. Like that's actually really cool to know. And
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm like you. If you saw that whatever that video that you really liked, the podcast where it's like what is it, the grilling? Yeah, they made me work. They made me work. Like I had every week I had to get on a meeting and in Discord with them. They worked. They did not let up. And I remember